Welcome to another edition of DMV Sports Show. I'm your host, Rasul McGee. As you guessed it, as we always are. It's Saturday, folks. It's Saturday to hear the sports you want to hear on this weekend. We got a lineup that you got to hear and you would believe. We got to talk about the Washington Commanders win in Cincinnati, and something miraculous just happened in Cincy, but we'll get to that in a moment. And not only that, we're going to talk about the Washington Wizards. We're going to talk about the Washington Capitals. We're going to talk about the Baltimore Orioles and their quest for the postseason, which happens, but we're going to talk about that a little bit later. We're also going to talk about the rest of the NFL and the rest of the baseball league as well. The caller number is 512-543-4662. I'm going to say that slowly so you can hear me. 512-543-4662. Make sure you state your name and who you represent, and also where you're located, so that way we can talk about more of the surroundings of your team and who you like to cheer for. So, like I said before, NFL, MLB, NBA, NHL, sports will never go away because we just got a lineup and all the news that you want to hear right here on Saturday at this time, which is 6 p.m. to 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, with that being said, let's start the show. Folks, after that win against the Giants with the kicker who just, went into the NFL history books with seven kicks for the field goal, Jayden Daniels just put himself right into the NFL stats and playbook and NFL Hall of Fame as a rookie, just like RG3 did, with the highest completions percentage in NFL history, next to Drew Brees of 80.3, 91.3, folks. 91.3 completion percentage rating. That is the highest above anybody as a rookie. That is 1,000% outstanding and unheard of. He's not human, folks. He is not human. He is a robot sent from outer space, from the planet Neptune. I'm not talking about anything other than that, not the Neptunes, not Pharrell Williams, not him, but we're talking about Jayden Daniels. So, Washington Commanders went into Cincinnati, have to win, a must win. Even though they beat the Giants, this was a must win. It was a statement into the NFC East division. This division had Dallas, Eagles, Giants, and us. We set the bar by beating the Giants with 7 field goals. Yes, they had a couple of touchdowns, but they couldn't even muster up anymore because we tried and we had to stop them at 18. They were going to keep going until we kicked the last-minute field goal to win and seal the game in the fourth quarter. Now, folks, when I tell you this game in Cincinnati was a must-win because not only all Commander fans know, Monday night is not really our cup of tea. We had horrible stats since the 80s that we have not really sufficed on Monday night until we went to Cincinnati. And boy, we did not disappoint. For those who stayed up until 1 o'clock in the morning, hats off to you because you watched a great game. That pass to Scary Terry for 56 to the red zone was brilliant. Then you got Brian Robinson Jr. Then you got Eckler. Let's not forget about Eckler, who did the kickoff return. And not only did he do the kickoff return, he scored in the handoff from Daniels. Folks, this offense by Kingsbury is by far the explosive that I ever see. See, this is what I told everybody before. Before we had an offense that is 1,000% explosive with a few minor adjustments here and there, It was more explosive back then, but we were more conservative, which is not, we're not a conservative team. I understand that if we had conservative players, then yeah, like the Steelers. The Steelers are more conservative, but they're not explosive, right? But this organization puts in place all the players on offense that are explosive. It would have been more enjoyable if we had, Johan here. It would have been more. He would have had his 13th, and we would have won by 40. But I'm just picking and choosing. But not only that, folks, the running game was crisp, real crisp, and I tell you, it was beautiful to see. Now, on the other side of the football, not so much. As I stated before, you can't win with 1 sack per game. Luckily, we gave up 33. Another touchdown, it would have been 40. Lost the game by 2. I wonder why. Folks, Dan and Joe both said, yes, the defense has to do better. You're talking about it, but who do you got to step up? Don't get me wrong. Baptiste struggled. He struggled badly. He was the only sack that actually gave us a little tiny boost on the defensive side. Yes, it was luck on our end that they missed incomplete the pass, drop balls. That was a, but don't count St. Jude's out, folks. St. Jude's is a good coverage player. He's not a shutdown corner. He's good in coverage. He's not good in one-on-one, but in coverage like zone, he'll light you up. The other guy, number 1, he needs to go. I do not like this guy. I don't know where they got this guy. He does not need to be on the field. He's actually causing problems, passer interference, and then that touchdown at the end, that wasn't cool. I didn't like that. I know you're supposed to contain that player, and he's not really that good, and he's shown that. And to my hats off to the opponent, opening your mouth before the game starts, really nice, bro. Really right. And that's why we got that win. So, I just can't keep saying this, but one more rant before we hand it over to the team of highly trained experts, and I trust these guys. They come in and give me really great explanations, and you know them well if you listen to the show, because they actually give 1,000% of their expertise. But let me say this one more time. If we're going to, our next opponent is the Cardinals, and the Cardinals are, I think they're like 4th or 5th in highest points in the NFL with 38, and we're like, what, 29? I'm not sure. I think I have the numbers wrong. But if we're going to beat them, we have to kick the butt of Kyle Murray. Keep him in the pocket. Because the man is like 5'6". He's not going to see over the tight ends anytime soon. If we hit him in the forehead, I'm pretty sure he's going to have like a visor on so he can't see anything. Twist his helmet to the side so that way he can just look sideways into his helmet. But anyway, I got a panel that's going to help me out here. And like I said, they give me the best reaction and best thought process that I can't do myself. So let me turn over to the panel. I believe Eric's here. I think Coach is here. We got Alex back, and we got Big Steve here. So, how you say? Good afternoon, good evening, everyone. I need this questions answered. Arizona's up on the next chopping block. Does the defense get it right this time? Let's start with Eric, and it would be Steve.
Yeah, of course you start with me because I was like 3 pages away. How y'all doing?
Man, you starting already, man. Come on, quit playing.
Hey, that's right. We're home now. That's what I love about this place. Hey, yeah, great game on Monday, not Sunday, but Monday, and you know, we had to fuck a few people. They were crying about his night games and stuff like that. I mean, Washington usually has a pretty good record on Sunday night. Monday night, not so much. Hopefully, this will help turn the corner. You gave us a point for having a crisp running game. I did not see that. Oh, they got their yards, and it was effective, but it wasn't pretty, particularly for B-Rob. I mean, like, I expected a whole bunch more out of him in terms of, I don't know, just flash and dash than I did. But they got their yards, and it was good. We're going to miss Eckler. Oh, my God, we're going to miss him.
Oh, yeah.
From scrimmage and on special teams.
Man.
But we're good job. Yeah. You know, we've seen all the highlights. Our boy, Mr. Scott from Grambling.
Yep.
He got the first touchdown. And, you know, Dougie Fresh was, like, all over that, him, you know, being a Grambling alumni as well. So that was kind of cute. I think I'm just going to hold off, you know, for these live announcements after this game. Make it a full 4 games, make it a full quarter season. They're going to have their hands full with Kyler Murray, as you pointed out. That little, you know, he's just hard to see, and he's fast. And I have a sneaking suspicion that Cardinals are actually starting to get serious a little bit. They're 2-1, and you know, I think in kind of many ways it's like us, you know, catching people flat-footed. But it's a 4 o'clock game. I just checked to see if the snow was going to be an issue. My media people say it's hot out there. But it's a 4 o'clock game. It may not have direct sun over the edge of the stadium. Might be a little cooler. Who knows? But that's what I got for now.
Okay. All right, Coach.
Hey. How y'all doing?
Can't call it. Good, you know, it's a good day. Good victory.
Coach is back. I missed you.
Yo, you Coach, you got fans. You got fans, Coach.
Thank you. It depends on how they're going to work our defense. I got to say that. We are going to be hurting, you know, without Eckler, because he really made a show. I mean,
man,
wow.
He lit it up.
Yeah, he lit up the place. Their confidence. Shoom, I loved it.
Yeah.
I was like, this was a great game. And I was like, whoa. I was like, I can't believe my eyeballs. Yeah. We've been waiting for this for a long time. Let's do it again.
Yes, we did.
And they are going to have to adjust, you know, because, yeah.
No, that's
is he the only one that's going to be out?
I can go to the injury report, but I like to give the injury report after I have the commentation with you guys to see what your thoughts process after a win or a loss, and then I go right to the injury report. But yeah, continue on, and then after everybody give their insight, I go right to the injury report.
Okay. I did want to say for Virginia Tech, that was a catch.
Well,
it was inbounds.
Yes.
With Daquan.
Yes.
Daquan caught it. The dude that was out was the Miami dude.
Correct.
He wasn't even, yeah.
But
you know what they turned around and did? It took them 10 minutes. 10 minutes. Because they didn't want to lose.
Okay. Okay, so we'll get to that. I don't want to
I'm sorry.
No.
Anyway.
I'm glad. I'm glad that you mentioned it because I wanted to talk to you about that as well. But we'll get to that in a minute. But I just want to make sure.
Steamed.
I know. I saw the quote. I saw what you typed. But I'm just going to go ahead and we're going to come back to that. So what's your thought? I don't want to interrupt you.
I'm thinking that I think the coaches are going to be, they're probably working. They've been working on their defense, and I'm hoping that we have our confidence still up.
Mm-hmm.
If they keep it up, and we go in and we play like we did last week, and it was rush, it was battle,
mm-hmm.
It was awesome.
Yes.
I'm like, we will go. We will.
I
we will.
I'm 100%
if we
behind.
battle again, we're gonna get it.
Oh yeah, that's my motto. That's what I live by with this team. You already know.
Hey.
So
yeah.
So I'm gonna go ahead and go with Alex. But before we go with Alex, he's the co-host of the Louis Tenor Show, and of the Enhanced Sports Show. It's Louis Tenor. Sorry about that, Lou.
That's okay.
But you know what, Lou? That should be like the introduction coming to your segue into your show. He is the co-host and host of the Louis Tenor Show. Louis Tenor. No, I'm just playing.
Yeah.
Lou, you both have great shows. Go for it, Lou. Thanks a lot.
So we're gonna go with Alex. Alex next, and then we'll go to Lou after Big Steve. So Alex, welcome back. How you doing?
Thanks, bro. Doing great, man. Thanks. So grateful always to be on the show, man.
I appreciate it.
I had something else going on last week, and it's perfect timing because like I was hitting that drum for months. Even as an Eagles fan, the older I get now, I appreciate it. I don't talk smack about other teams. Like when I see a good team coming up, I'm like, wow, the Commanders. All they needed was that one time on national TV Monday night.
Oh man!
Now they have that confidence. They've been looking for that for like 3 or 4 years. Now they have it.
You know what, Alice? Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It was to me. It means a lot more than just one win for them.
Yeah. The thing about it is, and I'm sorry to cut you off, but you just brought up a really good point. The offense needed this explosion. I'm talking about they were due for this, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once you saw that when you saw that little bit of shine, I'm talking about it could have been on the first play. What gave me the goose pimples, right, was against the Giants, and they threw that pass in the middle to Ertz, and I'm like, wait a minute. Ertz could have ran straight up, but he stopped. What's going on here? And I'm like, yo, what? Wait a minute. This could be something, right? And then when they went 4 wide receiver set, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Go. I'm sorry. I'll get to that.
I was just making a joke about as an Eagles fan. Well, one of my favorite players ever is he's a perfect veteran and tight end. It's a safety valve, right?
Right.
There's no chance if it's 3rd and 7. Just look for the tight end.
Right.
He's the perfect pair. He's the perfect match made in heaven.
Yes.
For a young QB.
Yes.
Perfect guy to have around.
Right.
To get a first down.
Absolutely. You can't bring him down. You can't bring him down with a single tackle. You have to have the high and low. You have to have the middle linebacker and the safety come down and tackle him at once. See, that is the brilliance of having this 4 wide receiver set. Because once you have this 4 wide receiver set, you can easily sneak out the tight end to a flat, get him in the open space, or get him in that zone if they're in zone coverage, have him sit there, but the ball has to be on time. This is brilliant. And when Kingsbury said, this is what I loved about the interview, right, after the Giants game. He said, and I think it was J.P. Finley who asked him, he said, listen, how did you know that this style of offense that you want to have, how did you know that it wasn't right in Arizona? he was like, well, I listened to the other OCs around the league, and they asked me, what can I do to tweak it up instead of take anything out? And he was like, oh, so that's what he did over the years, is he didn't even tear it down in Arizona. He built it up and saw what could fit. Now it makes sense. Now he's starting to see the years of tweaking it actually paid off.
And Brazil, I mean,
Yeah, I saw that interview.
that guy,
He
that guy's a big
specifically
resume.
mentioned the Ravens, and that's going to be fun when we match up with them.
Mm.
Yeah, of course. I was just
You talk to the Ravens OC, and that's going to be fun.
Oh yeah, no, you guys can hit him too. But I've known Kingsbury. I mean, we all have. That guy came in the league unproven. Show me a damn win first. Like, he came with this big resume. Now, if you're not learning, you're not living. So Kingsbury has gotten smarter and wiser through the years. So you're getting a lot smarter, maybe more humble, a better offensive coach now coming in with a great rookie quarterback.
Yeah.
And now you still have Scary Terry. You got Zach Ertz.
Oh, man.
Security blanket. You got all the pieces, bro.
I know, man. And that's so, and I'm not trying to make a pun of
It's
Scary
all
Terry,
coming together.
but that's scary.
Hey, Scary Terry.
I've got to say, with Daniels, and when he was, we were at that fourth down, and we got to go. We got to go.
Yes.
Let us go.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that he trusted him.
No fear.
That's
I was like, yeah, let's go.
and you
I was like, yeah.
that I'm sorry. Go ahead, Alex.
When you have a rookie that wants to say that, it's a tough league. You put him to the front line. Let's go.
He took
You
a real risk on a rookie like that.
There's a lot of tough
Agreed.
games every Sunday. If you have no fear, you're going to win more than if you had fear.
Right.
That's a very good point. That he took a real risk on a rookie right there. I tell you what, I'm more excited than I really want to say right now. The bottom line is production. I mean, like, we're all excited. It's Monday Night Football. We got 2 wins in a row, but it's only 2 wins. And like
Can
you
make
said,
it 3?
we're still fresh. We still don't have a whole bunch of hate for them. But if we beat the Cardinals, okay, that's when I'll start to allow myself to feel some things. But right now, I'm trying to be very, very cautious. But damn, it sure
You're
feels
being
good to get
cautious?
that win Monday.
Listen. I'm gonna tell you what I thought, but we gotta go to Big Steve, guys, because I know Big Steve got so much to say. Because he was more revved up than anybody else here. So let's go to Big Steve. What's up, Big Steve?
What's up, family? First thing I'm gonna say is that I'm gonna say congratulations to our coach, because he did something that the last person who did was Joe Gibbs. He went for it on 3/4 down. Something that Joe Gibbs didn't even did.
Right.
With a rookie quarterback. How
Yeah.
many times have our coaches said, let's go for it on 4th down?
Yeah.
Maybe one time,
Yeah.
maybe 2. But he went on 3 times to a rookie quarterback. Okay. Number
Yeah, he
2,
put his trust in him.
our defense let us down. Our offense carried the defense. Our defense played it like crap. I mean, don't get me wrong, because Cincinnati just ran the ball when they wanted to.
Yes.
Passed the ball when they wanted to.
Yes.
They did what they wanted to do.
Yes.
Don't get me wrong. Our offense didn't get a penalty until the 4th quarter. Our left tackle, our new left tackle, the guy from TCU,
Yeah.
played a brilliant game.
Right.
Since we gave Colsey that contract,
Yes, he
Colsey played lights out. Number 71 did not get a penalty. I was like, thank you, Jesus. Okay. I was like,
You win the trenches. It starts up front. That's it.
yeah, I went to church on that. Okay. The Cardinals is not as good as Cincinnati. They below. They 1-2.
No.
So they got to worry about is Marvin Harrison, and Jim is going to be checking Marvin Harrison, the all-pro. Okay, so all we got to worry about is the secondary receivers and the tight end.
Well,
and we're going to have much of a running game. So
Connor, yeah,
our defense got to show up. If not, guess what? Allen's going to be replaced by Mathis, and then the guy that we picked up from Illinois,
Newton.
So,
yeah.
So if Allen don't play good, guess what? You could be sitting on the bench a little while because guess what? Or you could be traded next year because you let Payne been playing good. He's been double teamed and stuff. So I think they could play a 4-man, 2-man linebacker and 5 safeties. Okay, I mean 5 defensive backs. So because Wichita don't have a running game. They don't have a running game. They got a passing game. So I think we should beat them. I think we beat them by 10 points.
Well,
our quarterback proved last week that Chicago made a mistake and they should have picked him. Okay, so he got something to prove. He said, you know what? I won the Heisman Trophy because I won the Heisman Trophy. Okay. So that tells you something. He was
always better than Caleb Williams. He's always been better than Caleb Williams. You know that. I've been saying that for a year.
So guess what? He got something to prove. They look. So Kingsbury is saying this. Okay, I'm gonna show you how to run the run and shoot, the pistol. I'm gonna show you what RG3 should have been running in DC instead of going to run his mouth to the owner.
Well, let's not get into that part of what happened with RG3. Let's just talk on the football.
But guess what? RG3 said that out his mouth the other day. He said, "Well, this is what I was doing, but the man did it better than me, and I had to clap my hands on RG3 because he said this is how you run it."
Well, see, that's the whole thing. We're not talking about RG3 because the man of the hour is Daniels. Let's make this moment about him. RG3 is the past, and he did not and he's not. I mean, look, what he did for us winning the East against 2012 against the Dallas Cowboys was brilliant. It was the most exciting game in the world. But now we got a new regime. We got a new quarterback who just set a highest completion percentage in the NFL. And is making a name for himself. So let's give credit when credit is due and not to RG3. Because RG3 is just trying to relive the past. No, listen, the one thing I don't want to do is damage RG3 because of what he done for us. Just like I don't damage Kirk Cousins of what he's doing for Atlanta Falcons because he did in fact win 2015 for us. I don't discredit him from that. But 2024. This man is electrifying. He's if he was in a band right now, the man would have been his own percussion, his own guitar, his own drums. He'll be the lead singer. This man is actually not. He's working with the team that's actually making him better. So right now, the whole team is acting as a nucleus. But let me get back to that. I'm going to Lou because Lou's been waiting the longest. I know he was like, man, get to me, pass me the baton. All right, Lou, you got it, bro. You got it. What's up, man?
Yeah, RG3 though. I mean, he's seen me every day, so. But I will give credit where credit is due for his performance. I mean, the Commanders, they still got some rough spots, with them, but they are coming along. I mean, they are in the top of the division right now, more than say for some of the others. So at least they have to do something right.
What do you think about the best rookie quarterback in the league? Talk about that.
Yeah, best. Yeah. Well, who do you think it is, though?
Well, I mean, it's not. It's definitely not Caleb. Caleb hasn't not do anything.
No, I'm surprised.
And then if Michael Penix, listen,
get him, and I'm so glad we didn't.
Yo,
Yeah.
here's another thing. Here's another question I want to pose to you guys because I'm pretty sure it was going to come up in the questions here. But if they would have started Michael Penix over Kirk Cousins, do you think Michael Penix would have won the Rookie of the Year?
Yes.
Okay, gosh.
No.
What you mean you don't know? Wait. Let's go with Big Steve. He said, "Don't know." Why? Why you say you don't know?
You remember because he's in the NFC South, so you know.
It don't matter, man. He could have been He could have been the best quarterback for us in the East. And not only that, no, hold on. Listen. Okay, let me say this because I am a Jayden Daniels fan. All right, I'm not saying anything bad about Jayden Daniels. I don't want no hate mail. I just believe that if we would have picked Michael Penix at 1, at 1? No, at 2, excuse me. At 2, would he have been letting it up? I mean, we would have had 50 points. We would have had at least 2,000 yards passing by now. The man is insane. You know?
But I think it's possible. I think it's highly possible. I see him as like, Michael Vick number 2.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
I've been growing up watching.
The proof is in the pudding. He's got to do it. But I'm like, just looking at him, looking at what he's done. He could be Mike Vick too. Yes, that possibility.
Eckler, it reminded me of Michael Vick, the way he was running. I was like, wow.
You know what? I'm gonna do this. I believe, and y'all might not agree with me, but if you look at what happened with Barry Sanders before you left, I believe that Eckler reminds me of Barry Sanders more he does with Michael Vick, because he does have that type of juking ability that Barry Sanders had. Not the crazy feet, but he had a little, juking, better. Well, yeah, Barry Sanders was the happy feet quarterback, running back of the league. He had the happy feet every day and night. You couldn't stop him. Hats off to Darryl Green for chasing him down. He chased them down and stopped them, and we won that one game at home. But I believe Eckler resembles a little Barry Sanders-ish type of movements that I was like, yo, that was Barry Sanders-ish. You need to stop doing that because Barry Sanders don't hop out of his bed and like, listen, man, that's my move. I'm gonna come down there and pop you on the forehead. But listen, the thing about this is that was a terrific game. The chess was playing last night that the Commanders were doing was outstanding. I want to switch gears because when we get talking about the Commanders, we go into this hyper mode that we go into another dimension. But there's so much of sports that has to be made. I love this conversation every single Saturday. It just doesn't never get old for me. But I want to go to Lou because I want to talk about the win against the Giants and how you feel by winning by 5 points. Is that sufficient? Are you happy about that? And then we're going to go into the
It could have been more, play was a little bit sloppy, but hey, look, a win is a win, whether it's by 5 points or 500 points. I mean, it could have been more of a one-sided victory, but the Giants kept it close. I mean, coming off that win they had, in week 3, I think they were building up some momentum. So, I think the Giants made a strong case, plus being at home. But Dallas had the better offense, and that's how they were able to prevail. I mean, the Giants gave it a good shot at the end, too, but just came up a little bit short. It was a very competitive game, and I think a lot of people were thinking that was going to happen that way, too. I don't think it was lonely on that.
What happened to Lou? You're getting good at this.
Cassidy, though, because Parsons may be out into.
No, he is out. Parsons is out. He's not coming. He's out for the year. He's out for the year.
So I thought he was out to 7. I thought he was out to game 7 with a high ankle sprain.
It's actually week to week.
Because first they say week 5, and then they say week 7.
Well, they said he was out for the year. That's basically what they said. What I read, I can post it up for y'all if you want me. They said he's out for the year, not day to day. He's out for the year.
Wow.
It's gonna be trouble.
And if it's a high ankle sprain, yeah, he's not coming back anytime soon because he has to rehabilitate that before they can get the approval for the doctors for him to be on the field. So yeah, that's.
And then you're talking about bringing Gregory back to the Cowboys.
That's funny, because that's not going to happen, because Gregory doesn't like the Cowboys. The last time Gregory was on the field, he had it in for one of the young guy for the Dallas Cowboys. He didn't like him because they were, I think it was one game. I don't recall if it was the Broncos or it was a home game, and I don't know. I just remember him yelling at the defensive guy, throwing his helmet down, and they went back and forth. It reminded me of the Tom Brady incident when we were at home and we were playing, the Patriots, and Roy Hulu had just ran for a touchdown, and it was at the end of the game. And then I think it was one of the defensive players had picked off the interception, and we went down the field, and Tom Brady was yelling at his OC coach. Oh, man, that was brilliant. I couldn't call it. It was the greatest thing anywhere. But anyway, Gregory, I don't know if he's going to come back. They say he is. I don't know. They don't have enough capital for that. But yeah, he's going to be out for the year. But Lou, let's go ahead and switch gears a little bit, because I want to get your take on, and this is hard for me to say, I'm hyperventilating. The AL East champions are the New Year Giants. So how you feel about that?
I think I know what you're trying to say here.
I hope you did. I couldn't get out the words because I was too busy.
I get it. Well, look, you gave it a good fight. I knew it was going to come down to the last week of the season. I mean, and Baltimore gave us a run for
the Campbell suit lady. I'm sorry. The Campbell suit lady just jumped up. Yeah, I'm sorry. She jumped up for some reason. Go ahead.
No, didn't see my mind. But Orioles gave it a good shot. When they won the first game on Tuesday, I'm like, okay, it's gonna come down to this. It's gonna come down to the last few days of the season. I know it's gonna happen, but Yankees head up, and thanks to the power of, let's say, Aaron Judge, that was it right there. I mean, 57, 58 home runs.
Yeah, hats off to him. Hats off to Aaron Judge for hitting 58 home runs.
Yeah, man.
It's okay. He deserves it. He's the home run derby champion. I mean, we won the East 10 times, and y'all won it 21. So I mean, it's not really that bad,
No.
So, I mean, because we got y'all next year, so I mean, we're gonna get a little bit better
I'm
now.
going on to play the first round. Not the bye week. So, and now we get some rest and get ready for the series on Friday.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that. Who do you think you're gonna get? Yeah. Go ahead.
Well, we won't know the official results until tomorrow, so everything still has certain scenarios. So after tomorrow, we'll get a better idea of who's going to play who.
Because
in the case of the Mets and the Braves, that's the answer right there, because thank you for this hurricane, so that loused everything up. So now we got to see what happens, between these next two games. I mean, it could be over by tomorrow if the Braves win this series and the Mets lose against the Brewers. So everything is going to hinder, I think, within the next 36 hours.
Man, this is going to be tough.
This is where the good players become great, and the frauds get exposed.
Man,
this is prime time.
Oh man, this is game time better than prime time. I can't.
That's it, Rasul.
Yeah.
Oh man, game time is going to be crazy.
You'll see a undrafted guy hit a home run, and you'll see a $25 million a year player strike out.
That's beauty
the
right
real
there.
Players, they shine.
I cannot wait, because right now the Orioles are taking it to the Twins. They got one more game, and then the season's over. The regular season's over, and then, boy, we're going against the Royals. The Royals are going to be a handful.
Great team. I'm all mixed up. No one cares about it, but I'll give you like a quick 5-second thing. Yeah, I'm Eagles and Mets, so I'm all mixed up. But like the Mets,
I'm all mixed up.
They love the show, so I'm used to this shit.
Yo,
Pardon my French.
Yo, Alex, man, your honesty, man. I'm proud of you, bro. 100%.
So we'll see what happens, man.
You know, I'm gonna say this.
You know, I got a hundo on the Mets coming up right now. I ain't scared.
Listen, man, my hats is off to your team, and I'm gonna be like this. Your team did well this year, no matter what anybody says.
It doesn't count though, Reginald.
Well, I mean, listen.
At the end of the day,
go ahead.
If they talk a big game from a big market, if they belong, they got to show it.
Well, see,
so
here,
I'm not giving my team excuses. I never do.
No. So my thing about your team is, I don't listen. The one thing you should be happy about, honestly, is that they're not the White Sox. Their team is, yeah. So you should be very happy about your team.
Not bad news bears. Thanks.
Right, exactly. So you shouldn't really be mad at your team. You know.
They have a massive payroll and a massive payroll in a big city.
Yes,
I'm judging them a bit more than the White Sox right now.
No, I mean, listen, that's my point, because you don't have the worst pitching rotation in the league, and then somebody goes, "Yeah, you could possibly win the series, man. Yeah, look at your pitching rotation." Why are you lying to this guy? Why are you lying to his face? Just tell him the truth.
Right, so since they're not the worst team in baseball, I shouldn't really worry about what they do.
No, what I'm saying is, listen.
I'm ready to go to war with them.
Listen,
I'm very concerned on them.
Okay, so this is what I'm saying, and I hope you don't take. No, hold on. This is what I'm saying, so that you won't, take it in the wrong way. I'm saying to you that you shouldn't be worried about your team because they haven't lost 121 games overall. You can be concerned about your team because that's the motto of our show. I'm
not sitting here with an umbrella going, "Oh wow, they're going to lose again. I love the Mets." Like, no, I'm a passionate I'm a passionate fan, man.
I got you 100%. What I'm saying,
I was born one way. You can't teach an old dog new tricks.
Okay, I don't want you to get on. I don't want you to come through the TV or come to the monitor and try to choke me. I understand what you're saying.
I mean, Eagles and Mets. I've been going through more roller coasters than anyone.
And so
I know how it is.
And us Commanders can feel your pain.
I want them to perform.
And I understand that. And Commanders feel your pain because we went through quarterbacks like we did going through Sox. I get it. But what I'm saying to you,
I just always say never give professional players who are the best of any city we've ever been from. Never give them a free pass.
No, this is not okay.
Let's go get the job done.
Okay, so let me explain what I meant by don't be concerned about your team. What I'm saying is that you are by far closer than you think of achieving your dream with your team than the White Sox are, who has the horrible pitching rotation and horrible defense, but they do have batting issues.
True.
So you do not have to worry about that aspect because at least your organization is fixing it. The White Sox are just they're just sitting there going, okay, who's going to start today? Let's go give this guy.
I know you did, but on Lou's great show earlier, I was saying, Lou's a brilliant mind with sports. He knows what it is, just like you know the result.
Yeah, I appreciate you, bro. Thanks.
Like 4 or 5 days ago, the Mets were 2 up.
Yeah.
Now they're going in the basement. I'm like, I'm sorry, I'm going to say something.
Yeah.
I'm not going to sit here and go, oh yeah, it's a great year. No, because they have it right here. All they have to do is win a couple games.
Well, the problem was
I'm not buying tickets. I'm not going back to the stadium next year.
Well, here's the thing. It's not the pitching, it's not the hitting, and it's not the defense. It's the head coach.
What is it?
The head coach.
What is it?
The head coach. If the head coach can't really decipher what defense to get into, then yes, it's not the offense, defense, or it's not the bullpen. It's definitely the head coach or the hitting coach, because who's ever pitching 2 seamers down the middle of the plate rather than the edge. Yeah.
You probably more sports knowledge than me, but let's be honest. If you're in a batter's box in Yankee Stadium or in Camden Yards, you're not listening to a batting coach.
No.
You're either going to hit a home run or you're going to strike out.
No, you're going to bunt.
I mean, there's a lot less coaching in baseball than there is in football.
Well, not necessarily.
A lot of this is on the players, not the coach.
Okay. I don't want to. I'm not a Mets fan, but I don't want to. I don't want to say this because I don't want you to feel like I'm attacking you or your team. I'm not a Mets fan, but I'll let you know this. The coaching has to be with the pitching and the hitting coach. If you're hitting and your pitching coach are listening to your manager, what are they telling you? They're telling you, hey, listen, we're going to throw this two-seamer down the middle of the plate. I want you to go ahead and hit that over the fence. I want you to hit that into get a base hit. Aren't you listening to your coach?
Well, I mean, if you're on 3rd and 4 and you're Jayden Daniels,
right?
You're wired in. You have a helmet. You have a coach talking to you.
Right.
If you go up to the plate in Major Leagues, you could be Joe DiMaggio or Derek Jeter. You're not listening to a coach inside that batter's box.
Well, technically you are, because
that's up to the player, not the coach.
No, listen. So if your coach is giving you a hang signal and he's patting his arm down, he's giving you a signal talking about hit the fastball. Because you're good at hitting
what is he telling them to choke? What are you telling them to choke?
The choke?
How
Okay.
can you ever blame the Mets coaches? How can you ever blame the Mets coaches if they can't score a run?
That's why I say it's the coach.
On,
That's why I say it's the coach.
No,
it's not the hitters.
Sport. It's a different sport.
Man, Alex, man, I appreciate you, man, 100%. You're passionate about your Mets, man. I get you 100%. Hey, listen, we just gonna have to agree to disagree, because
I love you, bro.
I know, hey, man, hey, yo, bro, it's all love here, bro, 100%. But
how do you feel different about that? Like,
no, I don't.
Coaches cannot make guys get home runs.
No, I don't. Listen, man. Everything you say is based off your passion for your team. I can't deny that. That's the greatest thing about having you on the show, because you make the show to what it is. You know. So hey, man, you cool. We cool here. But we got to move on.
I didn't mean to steal time.
No, shoot. Dog, no. I welcome this. This is awesome. I have no problem with this, man, whatsoever.
I just get fired up. Like those are my teams, and like if the Eagles play bad, I will be on the show next week saying how bad the Eagles are.
I believe you. Well, hats off.
Well,
let me say this. Hats off to you and your team beating the Saints 15-12. That was a defensive battle. I was like, oh, wait a minute. They scored 12 points. They scored 15. Yo, this is a good game. And then they screwed up twice. And I'm like, oh, man, Derek Carr.
Yeah, they set up how many
nothing was going right, but like those guys
on each.
Sorry, coach.
On each plate, they can get them in.
And then it was a
those
battle.
Guys are in the trenches, like that's the one thing Eagles always had. They've always drafted offensive line. Like they got some big bullies, so that they'll talk to these younger guys. Like they lost both the receivers. They're like, all right, we'll just run the ball. Saquon Barkley.
Yeah.
The Eagles don't like their coach. They're playing for each other. That's all they got.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
I
can see that.
You know, you got to love this sport. This is what makes it interesting. Okay, folks, we gotta go back to. We gotta go ahead and move on, because I want to talk about Ovi passing Wayne Gretzky. I gotta ask Lou. Lou,
Right.
talk to me. What's going on with this hockey?
Well, first of all, how many more years do you think he has left in him?
Yo, I think he got two. I think he got two left.
If he doesn't do it this season, he'll do it next season.
Yeah, I think he's gonna retire mid-season. I don't see, after passing Wayne Gretzky, there's nothing else for him to do. He's now the complete ambassador of NHL. My hat's is off to
I don't
Ovi.
know.
Top five player
this
ever.
might be his last season. I mean, he is getting old and tired. I mean, yeah, he'll probably retire in about 15 seconds after he beats Gretzky, and nobody will be mad.
Right.
Yeah, if he can get it done this season, that would be a good thing. I haven't checked the numbers recently to see if it's even possible, but yeah, we're all rooting for him to do it and get it done.
Yo, go ahead.
I'm not rooting for him. I mean, he could break the record, but if he doesn't play 2 years, I don't see it happen. Now, if you want to talk about seems like getting old and tired, what about Jaromir Jagr? Yes, I know he's not playing in NHL, but he can still play professional hockey. He's 52 years old, and he's still going.
Yeah, Jaromir. Yamir looks pretty good too. You know, for his age, yeah, man. He's still got a little hockey still left in him.
Yeah, I mean, you know, he's like 157 hockey years, but you know, he still got it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
psychological.
man, this is such a great. I love this. I love talking about this because now the question comes in: do the Washington Capitals? Do they sign Yager to a multi-million-year deal to play his life as a Capital so they can go to get another Stanley Cup, or do they build up their youngsters? Build them up. So you let Yarmir go.
Yeah. Stop right there. The answer is no. No.
There we go.
We don't even have to make this pretty. We don't even have the justifications. No.
But now, listen, guys. Yager, you know, is an owner of the team over in the KHL in Russia, and he's still playing. I don't think that, you know, he's gonna, you know, get up and come back to Washington. I really don't.
Okay. All right. I mean, listen, man. We need to get back to the Stanley Cup. Yes, we won one, but we gotta win one again, because right now ain't nobody going to give us a chance to win anything this coming year. We're probably going to sneak into the playoffs and lose. You know, I don't know. The head coach that we got is really credible. The last head coach, and I said this before, he's not that good, and I was right. The last head coach, you know, I don't know why we let him go to the Dallas Stars. We just need a really good head coach who's defensive minded and who knows about the left wing and the defense around the goalie. I don't understand why we let go the greatest coach mindset to play in the West, and then we get the sorry one to come back in the East side talking about, hey, listen, we couldn't find nobody, but here's this guy. He's a good head coach, right? Come on. Why are you asking us? You're the one who hired him. Stop it. Look, no. Goodbye. That's how you got to do it. It's like playing for the Wizards, you know? Okay, I shouldn't bring the Wizards in this. I apologize. But, you know, it's that mindset that we have with the Commanders. Commanders are now changing that philosophy. Now, are the other teams following that philosophy? I don't know about the Capitals, but they're going to lose one of the greatest hockey players in history to retirement. So they got to have a backup plan. That's all I'm saying. Let's go to where I feel comfortable. Baltimore Orioles. Hats off to Baltimore Orioles for clinching a playoff spot in the wild card. We thought we had it, as I stated to Lou. Hats off to him for the Yankees. But, you know, it's okay. It's all right. We won 10 times. They won at 21. Now, playoff starts next month, October 1st. Moving on. We just had the Maryland Terrapins play the Indiana Hoosiers. We lost 42-28, which is embarrassment after coming off a win.
And Indiana had 4 turnovers. We still lost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't. Well, their defense is top notch. It's one of the most effective defense in the Big 12, Big East, excuse me, Big 10. Sorry, I'm mad. But anyway, I think we gave up too early, and that's why they just tattoo us with.
That's when you don't give up.
Yeah, I mean, they have to figure out how to tweak that defense so that way they won't get blown out. But 42 points is just ridiculous. You know, they just hit you with the long ball, then let the running back run all over you, and then the defense picked it off and scored and all that. I just feel like we didn't give it the way we were going to take to them, like we did against the Virginia and Villanova and UConn, but we just give up to the divisional conference teams like, hey, listen, we ain't got it. Here, take it. That's how I feel like we lost to them. But they got to figure it out because we're now 3-2, and the toughest schedule is coming up. Now that we got Washington State in the division, it's not good because we have to play Washington State, and then also Washington State's going to cream us every single time. Moving on, folks. NFL. So we got 5 minutes. We can go around the league. What is the most exciting game that you want to watch coming this Sunday besides the Commanders and Arizona? You might pick it. I'm going to skip over it because, it's at 4:00. That's going to be really, really
That's going to be mine.
good. All right, so let's go ahead. Let's start with Big Steve let's start with Big Steve and with Lou. What game you want to see on Sunday that's going to be electrifying?
Well, you know me, it's going to be the Commanders and the Cardinals.
And what's your 7-3 ratio?
Well, I'm gonna just give a score.
Yeah.
It's gonna be 28-24 Commanders.
Ooh. Yo, you giving it a 4-point lead. Okay. All right.
What up?
Alex.
Yeah, I meant to tell you. I'm sorry.
All right. No worries. Alex.
Well, Commanders prediction?
No. What team do you want to see in the NFL tomorrow that's going to be the game you want to see?
Well, of course, I'm biased, but I want to see the Eagles go back and revenge losing those Bucks last year in the wild card in Tampa. We're thinking ahead. Top the next out there.
In Tampa, folks. In Tampa.
Minus their 2 wide receivers. We ain't scared.
Right. Oh, man. He's talking about war. This is revenge. This is a revenge game at 1:00 on Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hey, Coach, what you want to see? Coach, what you want to see?
Yes. I'm looking for the Commanders, man. I want to see.
That's going to be at 4:05 p.m. at Arizona. Arizona's 1-2. We're 2-1. This is a must game. We have to win, folks, in my opinion, because it sets a tone for the rest of the league for the first half of the season. We got to win this one. All right, Eric.
Yeah, I hear you. Rasul, and I agree. This is kind of a must-win, really, particularly after all the hype after Monday night. I really want to see some production, some consistency. Keep doing it, not just a flash here and there. Right now, I'm only watching Washington. As the season goes, I may pick somebody to watch, on a casual basis. Nobody I'm really following per se.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I didn't even watch like last night. I was like, I'm not putting myself through that pain. I mean, really wanted a tie, but
You wanted a tie? Wait a minute. Hold up, Eric. Why you wanted a tie, bro?
It can happen. It can happen.
Because it works better for Commanders in standings if they do tie.
Okay.
Other than that, I'm looking for the Commanders. Hoping they'll win. I think the game will be won on everything that we're not talking about. We're not talking about the Cardinals defense. We're not talking about our second-tier offensive players who will perform best. We'll see the highlights and the headliners and all that stuff. But I think the game will be won by who steps up on quote-unquote second tier and who performs best. I've been hearing a lot of stories about the Heat. Commanders, that's not our natural habitat.
Right.
So DQ and company, they haven't missed the trick yet. Usually, so far this year, they've been pretty prepared. So and they had him out there all week. That. So I'm looking to see.
Yeah, that's a great answer there. Let's go to Lou. Lou, what game you want to see that you think it's going to be the game of the week for you?
Well, call me crazy in this, but I say, aside from my team, I'm thinking maybe the Saints and Falcons.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, a home game, and Kirk Cousins, Captain Kurt as they call him, versus Derek Carr, or revamped Derek Carr.
That's an idea.
All right, it's 7 o'clock. I want to thank Lou, Eric,
But watch out for the
Coach,
Falcons. They do
Alex,
like the Bulls.
and Big Steve. I want to thank everybody coming in for watching, standing here and entertaining with me. You're human first, everything second. You're Congress by definition. Go conquer your dreams. Have a great weekend, and football is tomorrow. The playoffs is coming October 1st. So everybody have a great weekend. God bless y'all, and thank you for coming in. And hey, peace.
God bless you too.
Thank you for coming in, entertaining us on this weekend. We had a great show. Thanks for you for coming in and explaining to us what was going on and how and what your team has done in the first 3 games of the season. So come back next Saturday. You're human first, everything second. You're Congress by definition. So go conquer your dreams. Have a great weekend, and we out. Peace.